Okay, so here we go. It's Tuesday, another day in. Just another day in. Not even a day in paradise, just another day in. Okay, so this evening we're doing our BOGA strength and stretch session. It's not really yoga-y. Oh, it is quite yoga-y, but it's a lot of our moves in it. A lot of the moves we do in a warm-up, and we can make it as hard or as easy as you want. I thought we'd throw this in just to slow it down a bit and change the emphasis. We're doing a lot of high-impact stuff and high-intensity stuff. So yeah, this just complements everything we're trying to do. Just things like all the stuff's on the website I've already mentioned. There's another running club session on the website. That's for you, Lizzie Batt. Now you love running. And I get a few other mentions, seeing loads of other people in the parks and online saying they've done the session. That's amazing, good effort. And keep it up. Okay, so before we get started, as always, the disclaimer: if you're not one of our members, you need to do this at your own risk. Take it easy. If you've got any underlying medical issues, don't do it. Everyone else is good to go, but hopefully most of you have done some of this BOGA, our version of strength and stretch, so you'll be all familiar. But a lot of the actual warm-up moves we're about to do, because we do our BOF warm-up, we still need to do this. It's really important, especially for this, because we need to be warm enough to do all the stretchings. Okay, so we're going to go through our moves. Here we go. So our 30 seconds. Jumpy jacks, nice and easy. Remember, as always, our progressive warm-up. Remember, we've got these three sort of moves we go through 6 times. And these first 3 we do 3 times, and the other ones are our stretching and mobility moves. Okay, into our heel flicks. So again, nice and easy. Remember this progressive warm-up, so we just start easy. Just flicking the heels up about halfway. Slowly bringing the heart rate up. Slowly warming you up, ready to go. Next one is going to be knee raises. Again, just lean back slightly, bring the knees up this time. Again, just halfway. And next one, we're going to go into our reverse lunge and reach, which is one of our BOGA moves. We'll just do it slightly slower. Okay, so here we go. Just step back, reach up and backwards. Remember this one? Step back, reaching up with the hand and backwards. Reach up and backwards. So we're not trying to go over the top. Just straight backwards. So we get a big stretch here. Next one, we're going to squat and twist. If you need to, put the knee down. If you can, keep the knee up. Okay, normal stance, squat, twist, twist. Squat to the left, right, maybe left, right, right, then left. Okay, next move, we go into our press-up position. Or squat, or step, and reach. So press-up position, step, and reach. Here we go. So right foot to right hand, reach up. Big stretch. Left foot to left hand, reach up. And when you step, push the hips into the floor. Reach up, look at the hand, so you open up the chest and the shoulders. After this, going back to our jumpy jacks, a little bit quicker. Here we go. It's a little bit quicker on jumpy jacks. And we like mixing these up. 1, 2, front, side, front, side. And 1 to the front, 1 to the side. Feet still go sideways somehow. Oh, the old ones, always the best. Next, we're going into the heel flicks again. Again, this time a little bit higher. And a little bit quicker, stretching out the front of the thighs, the quads. That's good. Lean forward slightly, flip those heels all the way up, 3/4 of the way up. Next we go into our knee raises. Get a little bit higher and a little bit quicker than last time. Get that heart rate slowly coming up. Start to breathe a little bit harder. Next one, we're going to our forward lunge and twist. Twist over your front leg. So if you step with the left leg, you twist to the left. Got it right that time. So step, twist, back in. Step, twist, back in. Just incorporate some this upper body rotation. Let's go for a squat and a reach. This time we do reach over the top. So nice wide stance this time. Squat, reach over. Squat, reach over. Good. Big wide stance. Make sure your toes and knees are in line. Really important when you're squatting. Force the heels into the floor. Big reach over. Next one, going into a press up position. Then our hip drop, hip lift, stretching out through the abs and through the legs. Squeeze, 1, 2, sink back, 1, 2. And lift those hips up, push the head back through the shoulders, and then lower. Stretch out through the abs, out through the legs. Yeah, just another ab stretch, no compression in your lower back. And here we go again, once more. Now jumping jacks. This time faster, faster. Remember, do switch. Switch back. By the time we get in the park, so I hope everyone can do this. Switch. Extra burpees for anybody that can't. Okay, well, hip flicks. Getting all the way up this time. Hands on the back side, flicking the heels up to the hands. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And knee raises. Get knees up nice and high. Get a little bit quicker. So you're really blowing hard or harder. Next, we're going to our last 3 moves: leg swings, arm swings, and walk out. That's a little bit in the knees. Here we go. Leg swings. Point those toes. Leg as straight as you can. Stretching out through the back of the thighs. Okay, arm circles, reach up at the top, 4, 3, 2, 1, backwards. And through the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same again, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Last one, 1, 2, backwards, 1. And here we go, walk out. So walk out into that press-up position. Do a press-up if you want. Just help up warm the upper body. You need to do the press-up on your knees. Then lift the knees, walk back. Big reach up at the top. And rest there. Okay, so it should be warm enough and ready to go. Okay, so on this, we have 8 moves. You're going to work for 1 minute, and the emphasis is on holding the stretch, concentrating on extending the stretch at the bottom of each move. And you're trying to take a breath in between each point as well. So you're going to do each move for a minute. Try and keep pace with me. It's nice and slow, and it'll make a harder version as we get through, or give you a harder version as we go through. Okay? They basically alternate between the lower body and then something in a prone position. So leg, and then through the upper body and the core. So we're just mixing it up. So we're going to keep changing it around. Okay, so there are 8 moves, 1 minute's work, 15 seconds rest, and moving to the next one. And we're going to do the whole thing 3 times through. Okay, so it might go into our stretch bit, but we don't need to do a lot of stretches because a lot of these involve stretching. Okay, so here we go. First one is our reverse lunge and reach. So as we're doing a stretch, reach, we want to breathe out. 1, 2, stand up, change. On a second breath, if you can, just reach up a little bit higher. Reaching up and back. Switch hands. Take your time. Breathe out. Reach. Breathe out again. Here we go. Reach. Breathe. Reach and breathe again. Just holding that isometric position at the bottom, so we're working the thighs. If you need to, put the knee on the floor and reach on that second breath. One more. And just shake the legs out. So next one, we're going into our prone position, step and reach. And again, I want to breathe when you step, breathe when you reach. Step, reach. Big deep breath. Switch side. Push the hips into the floor. Breathe. Reach. Breathe. It's a nice long pause. Big deep breaths in between. Push. Reach. Breathe. Nice steady moves. So step. Breathe, reach, breathe. So step in, pushing our hips into the floor, opening up through the hips, and reaching up, opening up through the shoulders. One more. That's the start, and then ready for the next one. So our next one, we're going to do a wide leg squat or wide leg stance, reach, squat, reach, stand up. So watch all 4 moves. So reach, squat, reach, stand up. Wide stance, stretch, drop, stretch, stand up. Big stretch, drop the hips, reach, and push through. Stretch. Breathe, drop, breathe, reach, stand up. So in real time, here we go. Breathe, stretch, drop, reach, and breathe. Good work. So really hit the thighs, stretching out through the back of the legs. That's good. Stretch, breathe, drop, reach. Good. Okay, so next one we're into our prone position again. So press up position, dropping the hips, lifting the hips. Big long breaths at the top and the bottom of the move. There you go. All the way up. Nice long pauses in between. Breathe once or twice. Back in. Remember, dropping those hips enough to deal with, feel the stretch through the abs, but not squash the lower back. Lift the hips. 2 breaths. Drop the hips. 2 breaths. And into the next one. Good. Okay, so we've got 4 more to do. Okay, this time we're going to do a reverse lunge, then bring your knee up and then pause at the top. That way you're going to put stability through your ankles, work on your proprioception. It's good for your core as well. So reverse lunge, up, 1, 2, switch, up, 1, 2, engage your abs, up, 1, 2, big pause at the top if you can, 1, 2, bring the knee up, 1, 2, pause at the top, 1, 2, good. Knee up, pause, 1, 2. Try not to look at the screen when you do that. 1, 2. Nice pause at the top. 1, 2. Good work. Hold those abs. Good, strong core. 1, 2. Try and stay as balanced as you can. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Okay, this time we're going to do a half walkout. We're going to pause out in a press-up position, pause out at the back of the walkout. So we start in press-up position. Big deep breath. Walk the hands back. Walk back in. And to try and change the hand you move first. Move my left hand this side. 1, 2, 3. Walking back out. So I'll move my right hand first. Big sink back here. Walk the hands back onto the heels, sink low. Walk the hands out. Good wide stance. Look up. And then looking forward to the hands. In this press up position. Great work. Obviously, the second time we'll do this, you'll get more used to this as we go through. And the next one we'll do is hamstring stretch and then reach. Again, breathe out at the bottom, breathe out at the top. Start in a normal stance, half a step forward, sink back, so this leg straight. 1, 2, up, 1. Switch legs. As if you're doing a hamstring stretch, just hold for 1. And again. 1, 2. This front leg's nice and straight, stretching out here. So 1, 2, big reach up. Nice straight leg, dropping the chest down close to here. Make sure this is locked out. Next one, stretch. 1, 2, reach. 1, 2. Okay, when we do the reach, we're going up as high as you can. Really stretch it out through here. And rest. Okay, one left to do. Our hero press-ups. For this, it's easier to use a bench. You can do it on the floor. We're not actually going to do a press-up this time, okay? So hold the press-up position. Breathe. And then sit back right on the heels. Breathe. And look through. Pause. Big breath. Sit back. Coming up through. If you're doing this on the floor, it's in this position here. Breathe. Sit right back. And up. And back. 1. Show the bench, so in case you're using that. Sit back. 1, 2, pause. 1. That's good. And rest. That's one complete circuit done. So we're going to do that twice more. So I'm going to give you a few options to make this a little bit harder on some of the moves, particularly the ones in the prone position. The leg ones, you kind of got to keep it where it is. That nice controlled move. Fortunately, the beeper imitating bird hasn't come back this evening. That's quite funny last night. It's very off-putting. Okay, so just grab a quick drink. And I'll give you ready to go again. So exactly the same moves. Again, if these are new, some of these moves are new to you, it's going to take you a little bit of a while to get used to them. You know, if you've never moved your toe in your life and your brain's going, move your toe, but there's no connection, it's that sort of thing. You know, when you're trying to do moves you're not used to doing, you don't know where to put your feet, you don't know where to stand, and how it all feels. But the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Okay, so here we go again. We're going to go for our lunge and reach. First one coming up in 10 seconds. And when we lunge backwards, you're reaching back and up with the hands. You want to go backwards, so we're stretching in here. Here we go, lunge and reach. Yeah, try and get the knee off the floor if you can. 1, 2, and up. And up. So we're on that second breath. Reach a bit higher. Step and reach. Reach again. And up. Step. Reach. Good work. Step back. Keep that knee off the floor. Reverse lunge. Reach. Reach on that second breath. Just a couple more. Ooh, last one. So as you get better at this, we just do it for a little bit longer. So next we're into our press up position. Step and reach. Then we're going to bring the right foot to the right hand away. Here we go. Hips into the floor. Breathe. Reach. Breathe. Hips into the floor. Okay, so if you want to make this harder, at the end of each move, do a press up. Throw some exercise in there. Different exercise. Hips into the floor. Breathe. Reach. Press up. Step. Reach. Switch. Step. Breathe. Reach. Press up. Step. Reach. Let's try and slow it down. I missed that one. Push. Breathe. Reach. Press up. And standing up. And bird's back. Let's come back. Okay, so next one, wide leg stance. Stretch, squat, reach, stand up. So nice wide stance, feet, toes and knees in line. Big long stretch, breathe. Squat. Reach. Breathe out as you push up. Good stretch. Squat. Reach. And exhale as you stand up. At the squat, at the bottom. Breathe. Squat. Reach. Stretch. Breathe. Squat. Breathe. Reach. Breathe. Good work. And again, stretch. Squat. Reach. And stand up. Here you go, one more. And just rest, shake the legs out. So back into our prone position, doing our hip drop, hip lift. And again, at the end of each, do a press up if you want to make it the intensity a bit higher. Or make it just a little bit more harder, doing a bit more strength. So press up position, drop the hips. Lift the hips, breathe twice. Come back to straight. Press up, drop the hips. Lift the hips. Back to straight. Press up. Drop. Lift. Make sure you're straight. Do your press up. Lift. Yeah, make sure you're straight all the way down, all the way up. Drop the hips. Yeah, dropping enough to stretch out through the abs. Stretch out through the back of the legs. Come straight. Nice, slow. Press up and rest. Good. Halfway through this one. The next one, we're doing our lunge and knee lift. So pause. Maybe step backwards, drive the knee up and hold. 1, 2. So here we go. 1, 2. Strong through the middle. Really tighten up those stomach muscles. 1, 2. Where you find out your wobbly side. Pause. Then that's my wobbly side. 1, 2. So again from the front. Opposite arm, opposite leg. 1, 2. Other way this time. 1, 2. All that is, it just means your core's working, trying to keep you in balance or on balance. Go back this way. 2. You should feel your ankle wobbling around. Just help strengthen those ankle muscles. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. And again, shake the legs out. Okay, so we're into our half walkouts. Again, at the forward of the walkout, do your press up. If you're struggling with the press ups, do 2 mountain climbers. There you go, back onto here. Walk out. I've got 1 press up. Walk the hands back. Walk the hands forwards. 2 mountain climbers. Breathe. Walk the hands back. On the heels, breathe. Walk forward. So press up. Walk the hands back. Lots to think about if you can remember. Change the hand you move first. Just pause before you move. Nice steady rhythm. Mountain climbers. Get really hitting the core. Sitting on the heels. And rest. Okay, next one, our hamstring stretch and reach. I like to call this the giraffe or giraffe. It's a giraffe. Okay, so maybe do that hamstring stretch. If you're doing a normal hamstring stretch, just push the hands back. 1, 2, reach up. 1, 2. Switch sides. Hamstring stretch. 1, 2. Reach up. 1, 2. 1, 2. So what we're doing is that front leg's locked. Push the hands back. 1, 2. Reach up. 1, 2. Again, we're stretching out here. Stretching out through the hamstrings first. There from the side. One, 2, reach. 1, 2. That's good. And the next one, the last one in our set, is our hero press-ups. This time you can do a press-up. If you can't, just pause. Okay, I'll use the bench again. Okay, it's much easier to get further back in through the bottom of the move. So here, in the back, breathe, up and through, press up, breathe. Sit back, up and through, breathe. If you can, needed to, don't do the press up. Or more core work, mounted climbers. 2, breathe, sink back, breathe. Press up. All under control. Good, strong moves. Take your time. Hammer in. That's it. 2 lots done. 1 more to do. That's great work, guys. So again, this time we'll just show you how to, if you want to ramp it up a little bit more, with the, especially with the prone position exercises. I'll go through the harder version that anybody else wants to try that. Okay. And everyone else just stick to where we were. So we're going again in 1 minute. Hopefully everyone's kind of getting the rhythm of these and getting out the idea, you know, that long pause. It's more about the stretch than just whizzing through them. All these things, just stretches through the hamstring. They're brief stretches, but a little bit longer than when we do them on our warm-ups. Okay, so you are getting that stretch effect. And a lot of these are isometric holds, where you hold in this position, so the leg's working. So try not to put the knee on the floor this time. This is the last one. So this one's working here. So only 20 seconds for the last time through. Obviously, all of this is going to be on YouTube. If you forget it, you can download the PDF for it. You can also just copy it and take it to the park, or follow this whole thing again in the park on your phone, tablet. So here we go. Stretch and reach. Step back. Big breath out. 2 breaths. Second breath, reach further. Up we go. And keeping that knee off the floor. So we're actually working that front thigh, stretching out the hip flexors at the same time. So again, we're getting that stretch and strength. Stretch, strength. BOGA. I'm going to do it every time I go down. BOGA. Maybe not. Just a bit weird. Stretch on the second breath. Reach. Breathe. Stretch again. Step. Reach. Stretch again. And check the legs down. So here we go in our press up position, step and reach. Every time you change legs, do your press up if you want to make it harder. Try hand slip it on these mats. Okay, so here we go. Step, reach, press up, step, reach, press up. Push the hips into the floor, reach, breathe, press up. Push the hips in, breathe, reach, breathe, press up. Step, reach, switch, press up. Good strong press up in between. Don't forget your breaths. And rest there. Great work. So next one, into our wide leg stance, squat, reach. Remember, we did wide leg squats. Any squats, toes and knees in line. Wide squats, toes and knees in line. Point them out. So straight legs, reach, breathe, drop, reach, breathe out, stretch, drop, here we go, stretch, drop, pull the shoulder blades back, reach, stretch, drop, reach, stretch, drop, reach. Sorry, the dog wants to come out again. Stretch, drop, reach. Excellent. Good shit. Legs out. So here we go. And again, hip drop, hip lift. This time press up every time at the drop and at the lift. So drop the hips. Up. Press up. Lift the hips. Straight. Press up. Straight. Lift it. Make sure your body's straight. Press up. Drop. Straight. Engage those abs. Strong through the core. Low as you can in your press up. Up straight. Lift the hips. Obviously, you're struggling with this. Just take away the press ups. And rest. Here we go. 4 left. Okay, so we're into our lunge and knee lift. Which one I don't wobble at all. Solid as a rock. Blame it on multiple knee injuries. All 3 knees broken. Hup. Pause. 1, 2. Step back. Hup. 1, 2. Just demo this just on the right leg. Hup. 1, 2. Now that pause at the top, so we're working the abs. Strong through the middle. From the side, step, pause. Try to stay as still as you can. Hopefully, stiller than me. Pause. Again, hopefully feeling loads of movement in your ankles. So your muscles holding you up. Proprioception through here on the one you're stood on. Step back, pause, step down. Up. 1, 2. Last one. Up. 1, So good. 2 left. So a half walkout. Now this time we're going to go to a press up every time. If you're struggling with a press up, do mountain climbers. If you're struggling with that, 2 big deep breaths. So half walkout on the heels. Come back through. Press up. Switching that hand. And if you need to, 2 breaths here. If you can, press up. If you're finding this press up's really difficult, do 2 mountain climbers instead. Make sure you pause here, breathe, and walk back through. Here we go, a couple more. So you should actually feel this. Obviously working through the chest. Squeezing that last press up. I should be good at working through the thighs as well. Remember, next one is our giraffe stretch. I think giraffes always run around the Sahara like that. Sahara? Game reserves. Reach. 1, 2. Look, my mic, so reach, stretch. 1, 2. Stretch that hamstring. 1, 2. Reach up nice and high. 1, 2. Front leg locked. Reach. 2 breaths. 2 breaths. Yeah, and this way. Reach. Reach. Switch legs. Stretch. Reach. 1, 2. 1, 2. Excellent. And the last one is our hero press-ups. Again, if you can, just pause at the top of the move. Or if you're good enough, you want to do the press-up every single time. So here we go. Chest forward in the hand. 2 breaths. Pause. Gonna make it harder. No pause at the top here. Straight in. 1, 2. Up and over. Big stretch. If you need to, pause. Sink. 1, 2. Press up. So now we're pushing through the legs to come up through. Up. Let's go, one more. And that is a wrap. You have officially been BOGA'd. That's great work, guys. Well done. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Okay, we will do a few of our stretches because we've obviously got quite a lot of work through the chest and through the thighs. Okay, so we'll do those main stretches. Great work. Okay, so I've been doing this about once a week for about an hour at a time each time I do it. And I'm convinced it's improved my running. I'm heavier but faster and actually really enjoying running even more. Even more, can you believe it? Probably because I feel better for it. Because I just released all these, so my stride length's right, everything feels better. I've stretched out through the upper body, all through the hips and glutes. And I'm sure it's down to this. Okay, so just give you 30 seconds. Let me just do these 3 main stretches. Obviously, a lot of these we've already done stretches for already. Okay, so start with your quad stretch. Bring the knees together, push the hips through, and push the shoe into the hand at the same time. That way you get a bigger, deeper stretch all the way through your quads. Hold for 10 seconds. And now extend your stretch. Just push the hips through. Hold for another 10. Keep pushing the shoe into the hand. Keep pushing the hips through. And change legs. So again, hold that stretch. Push the hips through. Push the shoe into the hand. And extend your stretch. Push the hips through more. Push the shoe into the hand more. That's good. Into our hamstring stretch. That front leg straight, this leg locked out, just as if we're doing this one and reaching. Just going to hold this one more of a static stretch, so we really lengthen those muscle fibers. All we want to do now is push that front foot into the floor, lift the hips. Keep lifting the hips till you feel your muscle fibers lengthen. Do this really gently. You should feel a really good stretch. Keep lifting those hips nice and gently. And step through. Same on the other side. Do the normal stretch first. Remember, don't go too deep. So feel it release a little bit. Remember your stretch reflex after about 10 seconds when your muscles relax. What you do now is push your front foot into the floor. And then lift the hips. Nice and gently, big stretch through those thighs. And relax. We'll just do 2 more. Obviously, do a few press-ups. Okay, so hands in the small of the back, pull the shoulder blades back, squeeze the elbows back together. Going to hold this for 10. And again, big deep breath in. Breathe out, squeeze it for a little bit further in, for another 10. And shake the arms out. We'll do the same drill on the shoulder stretch. See all those walkouts and holding that press-up position. Arm across the front of the body. Hold for 10. Big deep breath in. Breathe out. Pull it in tighter. You should feel an extended stretch. Hold for another 10. And shake it out. Change arms. Hold that stretch for 10. Big deep breath in. Breathe out. Put it in. And relax there. Great work, guys. Well done. Brief and effort. And the next session is a 30-minute glute session with Emma. That's at midday, 30 minutes, buns of steel with Emma. Great work, guys. Have a nice evening.